Hey USG, we are in the backyard to do a September garden tour. I pardon the noise, we have construction going on in the background, so hopefully you guys can hear me. So the garden is wild, as you can see. I don't know if you guys will get an October tour. If it is, it'll probably be planting garlic and or ripping this thing out and seeing what's left. So it is mid-September to stamp it. It is literally the 12th of September. So we have planted a succession of cucumbers, and well, I don't know how good they are doing. You can see them right there. They are growing slow. It is expected because we've had a snap of, I guess, fallish weather. Right now we are in between summer-like weather. We are gonna have a couple of days in the 80s, so we'll see. We've also have not had much rain, and I've kind of refused to water the garden, so it's been a little neglected. At this point, you know, I've had what a lot of homesteaders call garden burnout. So the garden is a little neglected and does look a little neglected. Over here, the cucumber melons have finally decided to show up. So I have a few that I can harvest. Maybe next year I'll start these things a little bit earlier so I can get them earlier in the year, because they did show up a little late. The garden does look a mess. Everything is displaced because that's what happens throughout the year. The eggplants, they're trying to push, I guess, the last few for the year because, well, there's not a lot of heat going on. As with the okras, the chamomile, well, it's done because I haven't been watering anything. Like I said, the basil is trying. The thyme, I'm not worried about it. That usually survives through our winters here, so it is what it is. The arch trellis here is looking bare, is housing the cucumber melons, but that's pretty much it. We have the tomatoes. We have to come out here and harvest, but right now I'm headed out to an appointment, so I'm just doing this in between, because if not, we just won't get a September tour. Here we have the black seaman, and you can see that I have tomatoes to harvest, so we will be doing that after we come back. The raspberries are going bananas. I have some invasive vine that is going on through here. It does put some pretty blooms, but it does also choke out my plants. The lemongrass, did I say that right? Yeah, the lemongrass is doing its thing. Eventually we will be harvesting that, so we'll see what happens when that happens. Cherry tomatoes going bonkers. We have a bunch there, and everything is just crazy. The dahlias are pretty much done. Okra is over there, and it's going crazy. I have some flowers on it. Things have to be harvested. Dahlias are pretty much done. I have a lot of peppers that need to be harvested, and between green and red in there, some of them look really sad, like the one that's over there, but like I said, we've had a couple of nights in the 50s, and peppers just don't appreciate that. So the ones in the middle look really sad. I expected the ones in the outer banks to take the hit. I'm touching them right now, and the leaves feel pretty cold. So these peppers are probably gonna be pulled pretty soon. Tomatoes, oof. You know, it comes to the point that September is hard for me because I'm in between, should I pull things out or should I just leave things until October? I struggle in this time because, you know, it comes to should I pull or should I leave? You know, it's a little greedy of me on how should I push these plants to their limit, because they still have a lot of green tomatoes, and you know, you can still see them here, and you can see that, you know, they're still trying to make them red. Now I can still force them inside. I've done them for many years. I pull these plants and just make them go green inside. I mean, go red inside, sorry. But I push them to their limit, but we'll see what happens. I have to come out here and harvest, but you can see that these tomato plants are tired. I don't think that it's disease. I think it's just they're just tired. They haven't also been hydrated. So it can be partially my fault. These are all my cherry tomatoes in here. I have eggplants as well. I have a pepper in here, my kakucha, which probably only gave me one because she tried. I have a huge tomato in here. I have a couple of tomatoes over there. So, you know, things are happening, but, you know, some of them look good, some of them don't look good, but also these are my determinate plants, so they are supposed to look this way. They're supposed to give me their fruit, they're supposed to do what they do, and then, you know, die. So this is expected from this side, and that's also fine. You know, that's what they're supposed to do. Have a couple of eggplants over here. There's a sweet potato vine somewhere in here, and we don't know if that's gonna do anything. This massive okra plant here that is doing whatever it's doing. We really haven't harvested much of that, so, you know, sorry, Mom. Cayenne plant over here, which has, you know, red ones, and it has a bunch of green ones, and my indeterminate plants, which I already gave you a view of, but, you know, that's the other side of them. I mean, you know, this garden is crazy. It's crazy, and it produced like crazy. It gave me pounds and pounds and pounds and pounds of food, and I am not mad at it. And, you know, not only me, it also fed a bunch of bees. So, you know, if this would be the end of garden season 2024, I would not be mad. And when I say end of garden season, we're probably talking about the summer. So I'm not mad at it. So, you know, we are focusing on, you know, garlic season. We're focusing on making this better for next year, and we will see what happens. So over here we have the herbs. We can finally see them because everything, you know, in this bed is dying out. We have the thyme, we have the oregano, which, you know, they're not looking that hot because I need to trim them. I need to hydrate them. This is the basil and this is the parsley. Out of all of these, 3 will stay and remain. 1 is an annual, so that we will have to replant. But it is what it is. We have the amaranth here, which has lived its best life, and that's going to go away. The coneflower is a perennial, so that will come back for me next year. A bunch of dahlias, which will be gone. I think this blueberry plant is goner, which is, I guess, fine. I think I expected that. There's a bunch of weeds here that need to go. And this tomato bed was my last succession of tomatoes, and the first one to be dying, which I'm really surprised. But also okay with it. I know that the city was spraying stuff, so I don't think my backyard got hit with it because they sprayed in the front. But you know, it's also the weather change. The weather change happened really fast, but you know, it's okay. I'm okay with it. Like I said, you know, I'm content with the fact that we got a lot of food from this garden. So, like I said, you know, if it's the end, it's the end. I'm gonna take what we have. We will harvest what's here, and we will concentrate on, you know, maturing what's left, and we will see what we can plant in place of, you know, the plants that are here. Now in the front I do have a bed that is planted with broccoli, cabbage, I think Swiss chard, bok choy, and stuff like that. I don't know if I will be planting any of that back here. Probably late for anything that's heading, like cabbage and broccoli and all that stuff. I will probably be putting maybe some like choys and stuff like that over here and see if I can get anything. But I also do like hydroponic stuff inside, so my season is not over. I do grow inside, so you know, stay tuned for all of that from the channel. So, you know, like always, you guys do know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, and you know, we will see you on the next one as usual. Bye.